I don't really like One Piece. I just I just hate it so much. Nah, I don't hate it. I just hate the fandom. But today is not about the fandom. Today we going to tackle, is One Piece too long? And I defend it. For an anime that I don't specifically like because of the fans, I defend One Piece that it's not long if you started watching it from the beginning. Like some of us, the OG fans, not the people who started watching like 2020 or 22, and then they start making One Piece their brand identity. What I can salute about anime or anime, it's an anime channel, what am I saying? What I can salute about anime is that it kickstarts people's careers, dreams, and their motivation, their influence. Then they become celebrities, then they become influencers, then they start having followers, subscribers, and nada and millions. All I'm saying is, for those people who defend that One Piece is not too long, I can understand from their side. And those people who say 1157 episodes is too long, I can really understand. Coming from a person who sees both sides of the coins, we flipping coins. Is it head or tails? I'm the referee. I have no bias. I'm here to give you a straight red card. Yeah, so what I'm saying here is I'm defending that One Piece, it's not too long if you started watching it from the beginning, or maybe you just like a really fan, you just like, yeah man, I fuck with One Piece so much, you feel me. So yeah, how can I put this? Imagine something you started watching from like the 80s, 90s, or even the early 2000s, because some of us, we were like, yeah, Gen Z babies. Yeah, starting from the 2000s. I can understand it because when I was watching One Piece, I was still a kid and I did not understand the law. All I knew, it was a straight cheap boy with his 4 friends trying to like save the world. Then they started recruiting Chopper. Sound like a fucking geek. Okay, they started recruiting Chopper. They started recruiting Nico Robin. They started recruiting who's this guy? Frankie. They started recruiting Brook. They started recruiting Jinpei. Now it's like a full family, and that's when we started analyzing as time go by. The reason I am defending this thing, man, there's a freestyle. I didn't even write this thing. I should start writing more often, whatever. Oh, this is me. Yeah, all I'm saying is the pacing of One Piece is the main issue I have, because we've been waiting for season 2, and season 2 has started, and people keep lazing. Man, I'm not gonna laze it. Give it a 9.3, then it's a 9.1. Come on. One Piece has become the most recognized anime in history because its runtime, it's so long, it's so much. And also there are some animes, I don't know if this is an anime, it's an anime, I don't specifically know from whatever, you get what I'm saying. Yeah, this is also anime, also has like 1,000 episodes, but One Piece is just the impact that it had, the motion. When the people talk about motion, this is what they're talking about, bro. They're talking about motion of One Piece, that it has so much motion to a point of where it has colonized countries, it has colonized pop culture. Everything is a movement now with One Piece. And when you look at Twitter, that's what I'm saying, the fandom of One Piece is the most toxic. Oh man, I don't know, but I don't want to touch about that right now. So yeah, as I'm saying, when something you start watching it from the beginning and you start carrying it, it becomes like a hobby. It has become like a habit to like every Sunday I'm watching this. You're gonna keep getting to the 157 episodes and you'll be like, I wish we still had more One Piece. as a person who has not watched One Piece and like a recommendation, and I'm like, bro, if you wanna keep yourself busy with anime or you wanna kickstart yourself with some like anime, this is the top 3. Then you give him One Piece. Then he sees the 1157 episode and is like, oh shit, bro. Okay, if he's like wants to be really deep in the anime, you're gonna start watching the episodes, because at times we used to clown people who be like, yo, I'll watch 3 episodes a day. We're like, 3? We're like, 3? Nah, man, you gotta be watching like 5. You gotta finish your season. Now with One Piece, is for me, for my circumstances, when I was in the 12th grade, the final grade of high school, it was a habit of, when I'm done from like writing exams, I would come home and then watch like 15 to 20 episodes of One Piece. But I will not be like specifically be watching, I'll just be like skipping some parts, but that's how you gotta finish. But as a person, when you watch something from the beginning, it no longer feels too long, because when you look at it and you think that, oh shit, One Piece still has 12, 15, even 20 years of going, because with the way Oda writes, with the way the pacing of the anime is, I don't think One Piece can be finishing in like 1000 episodes. We could easily go on 2000 episodes. That's how I am feeling right now. And before I end the topic, how crazy it is that for the first time in the fucking modern day history, that season 1 has 1155 episodes. That is so crazy. I don't really think it could ever be done. I really personally think something like that could never be done. That's why I'm saluting Oda, I'm respecting Oda, you know your grind. But now I was just defending on this I should start writing. Yeah, why One Piece is too long and why One Piece is not too long. I don't know. I changed the title. But yeah, if you started watching One Piece from the beginning, or you just started watching it from like the middle and you want to be on, you gotta make it like your brand identity. You gotta read the mangas, you gotta follow the fandom, you gotta be there, you gotta be active, you gotta be in motion. I don't really think One Piece is too long, because I had someone who was saying, yo man, I miss One Piece, I wish One Piece had more episodes. And I looked at him, I'm like, whoa, you know what, this is totally madness, because you just finished 1155 episodes. And yeah, don't forget about the fillers. I'm pretty sure fillers are over 100. Even the way the pacing, sometimes it feels like filler. But for a person who's in between, like I said, I'm both sides of the coin. I like One Piece and I hate One Piece. But yeah, coming from my point of view, I can understand why some people defend it and call it the greatest anime of all time, the best anime of all time. Which is, I'm like, nah, I don't think so. But yeah, gracias. But I see you when I see you. It's been so long, man. It's been so long. But yeah, it's good to be back. My mic was broken, and I'm a broke boy. You know, I'm a broke boy. A Monkey D, no bitches, Luffy. Yeah, I'm gonna cut that out. So yeah, peace. See you in the next one. I love you, daddy. Oh, daddy. You are my sayonara.